Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we've got a review for Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion in Roosevelt, Virginia. Now this roller coaster is an absolute beast, over 305 feet tall, with an absolutely insane first drop and quite possibly one of the most intense elements ever on it just after the drop, where you effectively bank really low to the ground, high intensity, high speed, about 90 odd miles an hour before effectively turning out into a large airtime hill. Now that moment alone, whether or not you're in the front or back, made me grey out every single time. It was ridiculous. It's like I've been on many a roller coaster, and yeah, that really does take the biscuit. It's pretty intense. Now, having said that, the rest of the ride, other than that pretty amazing open section, is still really enjoyable. I will be honest, it's just not quite as intense or as amazing as that first moment. Like, for example, the airtime hill just after it is pretty damn sweet. I do get airtime on it, and did every time I was on it. Don't know if everyone does, but yeah, I always found that it delivered. And then effectively it just has lots of very rapid fire transitions. It effectively twists and turns really low to the ground, utilising its speed. It's very much a speed machine. It doesn't have any inversions. It doesn't actually have loads of airtime either, but effectively it has lots of transitions. It effectively uses lots of lateral forces and such. And I will be honest, I do really enjoy it. There are a couple of negatives. It does have a couple of airtime hills towards the end of the ride, and one of them does have a trim brake. If you don't know what a trim brake is, it's effectively there to slow the train down a little bit. So when it goes over the crest of the hill, usually it doesn't put too much force on the train, the car, and itself. It just takes a bit of the edge off. Now, unfortunately, it does kill the ride a little bit too much. It wasn't too bad in the front, but at the back it does definitely take away. Now, here's the thing: this ride had absolutely no queue in the entire time we were at the park, so we managed to pretty much marathon this thing, front, back, all over the shop. I do find that the over-the-shoulder harness is a little bit unnecessary. I think it would be a miles better ride with just a lap bar. I do, however, realise that it's probably there because people are quite likely to grey or black out on it, and it's just to make sure they're extra safe in their seat, which is what I've heard is why it does have over-the-shoulder restraints, which makes a lot of sense. I completely understand that. Safety first, as always. So, did I think this roller coaster is great? Yeah, it's smooth. I actually found it pretty comfortable. It's intense. It utilises speed really well. It's a really good drop. It's really good in the front row and the back row. Is it perfect? No. The airtime moment towards the end is ruined slightly. And you do get the feeling that some more could have been done with such an awesome first drop. Like this ride, they did go for something interesting and unique, which hasn't really been done anywhere. They couldn't really build a proper airtime machine because the park is incredibly close to Busch Gardens. Williamsburg, it's about an hour away or so. So I can appreciate they were a little bit stuck, but any roller coaster over 300 feet is generally really good. So there wasn't too much to really complain about in some ways. And I will be honest, I'm just really happy I managed to get on it multiple times. It's not my favourite ride in the park. I happen to prefer Twisted Timbers. However, I would say this ride is a solid 91 out of 100. I really enjoyed it personally. It's just my type of ride. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. I'll catch you guys later.